I've been told I do this a lot. Okay, time for some movie magic. Magic time. So, I hear you asking yourself, Joby, my guy, why are you making this video? You haven't made videos in forever. And that's a good question. But, here we go. Concept. I am tired of this BS that I'm putting myself through. Let me go into a little bit further of depth with that. And I'm tired, I just woke up, but I'm just saying that my ideas might not be as coherent as they normally are. This hat's really not doing a whole lot for me. I have been depressed, as always. What's new on this channel? That's what's been the cause of videos for a long time. But I don't like that. I don't like it. It's lame. It's boring. It's tired. Everybody's depressed. And who cares? Who cares that you're depressed? People care for a while. They care for a while because they feel bad for you. And then when I realize that I'm doing it for myself, out of self-pity and making myself feel worse because I'm talking about how depressed I am, it just pisses me off when I'm no longer depressed, because I'm like, we didn't have to do all of that. You could have just said, like, I'm just having a rough time right now. I'll get back on the horse soon. You know, life has been crazy. We have so much to catch up on. We haven't talked in a while. My whole life has completely done a 180. I went from living in an apartment with Tyler to living in an apartment with my girlfriend. And best decision I've made in a long time. It's gone very well. So that's one thing that's changed. COVID, who knew? I don't have it. I got vaccinated. That stopped me from going to school because all the classes I had left were in person, which kind of depressed me more because it felt like I wasn't moving towards my dreams. Let's start at the beginning. Last year was the most productive I've ever been. I dropped 50 pounds. I spent a whole year writing a 90-page script for a fan film. I was on the president's list in school. I was able to party and have a social life while also working really hard and doing the things that I needed to do. This year's not so much been that. And I think it's for a plethora of reasons. When COVID came, it put a halt on my life, seemingly. Or at least that was my mindset. Because I couldn't go to school, and my whole plan had relied on me being in school. There was a class for an internship. I was going to get an internship at like a news company job, get some camera work experience, try to get an actual job there, get to know people, move up the ladder, go to different news or other things in different states, maybe Chicago. Just get to know people and do new things. And it was all about getting to know people so I could be in Hollywood someday. This last year has caused me to do a lot of self-reflection. I've realized that I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to do all these things because I'm told that that's the way to do it to make sure you accomplish your dreams. But I don't really want to. I have been reading also. I read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, the How to Steal Like an Artist, and the one I'm almost finished with is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, the author of Eat, Pray, Love. Really good books, all of them. They were really nice. Like I said, I'm still not finished with this one yet. It's mainly just because I've been working a lot. But more excuses. In this book, she talks about the tormented artist and how it's glamorized and how like people like to feel like they have to create from a source of pain and anguish, and that's what I was doing for a long time. That's why if you look back at all of the things I've created, it has always been with a negative thought, a negative emotion in mind, unless it was comedy. But even then, it was just a way for me to distract myself from those negative emotions. I want to enjoy this. You know, why? Why do I make it seem like I can only do this if I'm having a negative emotion? Then I get stuck with a bunch of negative emotions, and then I feel too depressed to do anything. That sounds counterproductive. Let's get to the real reason why I created this video. I'm tired of the way I'm doing things. I'm depressed. I have gained a ton of weight. I'm making a video, sir. You're interrupting. That's rude. Leo, I raised you to have manners, young man. Don't worry about the hamster. Get out of here. I'm making a video. You're distracting the creative process. I went back to an old job to become a manager. I'm a manager at a McDonald's now. And all together, I just filled my life with these things that make me unhappy. Because I was unhappy. And how does that make any sense? When you get depressed, you start to fill your life with things that will make you more depressed. You either don't eat at all, which will make you unhappy, or you eat way too much and gain a bunch of weight, and that'll make you unhappy. Like, your outlook on life is terrible, which just is this endless fucking thing, and I'm just so over it. I'm over it. I want to get back to that person I was last year, and all I have to do, there's no excuse, is manage my time wisely. And motivation, that comes later. And Steal Like an Artist, they said there was a triangle. Motivation into inspiration into action, which usually leads back to more motivation, right? So if it's a circle, really you can start anywhere on that circle. But you can't force inspiration. And sometimes you can force motivation, but that's iffy. But what you can do is force action. Action is the one thing you're in control of. Do things so that you'll want to do more things. So, I've already begun this process, and I even gave it a name and recorded some videos on it. But that didn't work, so I'm making this shorter video to hold myself more accountable. Because I don't like breaking promises. And if I say on my YouTube channel, I'm going to record this process of me getting better, it will make me want to continue being better. So, first off, I've been waking up earlier. I have been working a lot of 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. shifts, and that made me feel like my work is my life, because I would wake up late in the day, like noon or 1, go straight to work, come home, and stay up till like 2 in the morning just watching TV shows, and then go to bed again. I woke up earlier and went to bed later, getting 6 hours of sleep, which is ideal for me. I feel like 8 hours is way too much because I just don't want to wake up. I have locked down a new job. I will be doing sales for lawn care. And I'll be making like more than double. That brings us to the present. And what are we going to do in the present to make our lives better? I'm not asking you for an answer. I'm pointing to the camera. I've also been writing more, but making these videos makes me happy. And feeling like I've been watching Casey Neistat a lot, and I love that he documents his life. Just embrace the good times. That was what it was for, and so I want to do that more. I rhymed. I'm a rapper. What can I say? Anyway, long story short, these are supposed to be the credits. It's time for me to get back on the grind and really start to enjoy life again. And I can only do that by doing what I've known that I always loved, making videos. And I don't even know what this video actually is. But I guess we'll figure it out in post. I hope you all enjoy. Good times come ahead. Woo! Yeah!